Today you will drive a cargo train pulled by Type 2 locomotive from Sosnowiec-Dańdówka to Sławków. The tutorial will guide you in operation of steam locomotive. You can skip it at any time using Z button.
What is Z?
The tutorial will show you how to move a train and give small tips about driving steam locomotive.
This is the TY2 steam locomotive.
The direction of motion and how much steam flows to the cylinders.
Hmm.
Higher cut-off means more tractive effort and steam consumption and lower economy. Cut-off is a percentage ratio of piston motion when the cylinder is filled with steam.
Hey, I'm a girl. What?
It means that during 60% OD stroke, the steam flows, and during another 40%, the steam expands using its internal energy. For typical steam engines, minimal cut-off for driving is 20%. Regulator...
Technically, that's kind of right, but it's a really bad explanation.
More open regulator, the higher flow of steam. During a drive, the regulator should be fully open in order not to lose an energy of high-pressure steam. Regulator allows for smooth flow of steam when starting a train, when full pressure of steam with high cut-off value would cause a wheel slip. Additionally, one can use it when it is needed to reduce tractive effort during a drive with minimal cut-off. During this journey, the fireman will independently take care of the boiler's operating parameters, refilling water and adding coal to the furnace.
You hear that? That's you.
Will be only to drive the locomotive.
Ooh.
You can give him your tips. Move your mouse over the boiler pressure gauge, water gauge and firebox door to see possible tips. Engage auxiliary brake, pulling its handle towards you.
Water gauge cleaning valve, huh? It's not a cleaning valve. Blowout. Water valve. Yes, it would be the water valve. Should be a steam valve at the top. So let's start with an independent glass test, shall we? I don't hear any great whooshing noises, which, you know, we should. Okay. Well, first thing's not like a steam engine at all. That's okay. Let's grab this independent brake.
Move train brake handle into driving or charging position.
Well, there is no driving, and there is no charging, so I assume driving is running. Let's try that. Well, it's pumping up the brake pipe.
Release auxiliary brake, pushing its handle forward.
So this is the locomotive brake.
Move reverser into full cut-off to front direction. Before every start, one needs to set it like that to have maximal tractive effort, independent from positions of pistons and rods, which can be in dead positions. Open the cylinder cocks to get rid of water from the cylinders. Open regulator a bit and wait for pressure to build in valve.
Is there a gauge for that? Oh, maybe. Might be that one, maybe. I guess that's the boiler pressure up there. I wouldn't think you'd want to ask for increased boiler pressure when it's on the red line. So we're not moving. Oh, hang on. It made a noise. Oh, it is moving. Okay. I was thinking about moving anyway. Let's open the regulator a bit, it says. By now I would already be getting into my running cutoff. But it doesn't want me to do that yet.
Close the cylinder cocks to save steam and increase tractive effort.
Alright, so we'll pull the cock.
And wait for pressure to build in valve. Operate regulator to maintain the pressure in valve below 12 atm. Too much pressure will cause a wheel slip.
Wow, the level of sound difference between in and out is huge.
Regulator a bit.
I have to wonder if they're backwards.
Reduce cutoff below 50% to go into normal operating range. Open regulator a bit. Maintain cutoff between 20% and 50%. If the tractive effort is still too high, decrease or close regulator. Open regulator a bit.
Ooh, vanishing coal.
Open regulator a bit. You are close to permitted speed. Be ready to close the regulator.
Why wouldn't I just reduce cutoff? Why does it leak so much steam with the cylinder cocks closed? There's pissing steam everywhere. I wonder if the modelers saw a really wore out one. They certainly don't know much about engine fires, that's for sure.
You are close to permitted speed.
Yeah, I know. No, we're not closing it. That's just terrible train handling. It said get ready to close it, and then it says open it a bit. Alright. Whatever you want.
You are close to permitted speed. Be ready to close the regulator.
Alright. Well, its steam characteristics... I've got to say, look, they're not terrible. I don't know how it's going with steaming. It seems to be maintaining pressure. So that seems fine. I'm not sure if these gauges are actually doing anything. They don't seem to represent anything here, so I'm really not sure. Well, let's see what brakes are like. So let's close the regulator all the way to 0, and let's
train brake handle into driving.
Increase
Move train brake handle
and maintain.
Charging position.
So we dropped the brake pressure by about a bar. It's certainly having an effect. Alright, let's put it back into running.
To full cutoff in front direction.
So it's pumping off.
Open the cylinder cock.
I'm not going to go to full cut off. I'm going to go to about
Set reverser to full
73. It's not that heavy a train.
Cylinder cocks to get rid of water from the cylinder.
No, I don't care about that. We won't stop long enough. Stupid advice. Should get a big woof any second. There we go. Woof. 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 Sound is, oh, he must be running an ejector. Sound is a bit, it's a bit, not great. That's what I'm going to say. Not great. Okay. Look, I think we got a bit of a handle on driving. It's not really terrible. It's not amazing, but it's not terrible. You could play it. So let's just,
driving position. Move train brake handle into driving or charging position.
The brakes to me don't seem too bad. I did see some reviews that they're very sensitive, but I've got to say that's actually not too bad because it's not a very heavy train and it is a fairly heavy locomotive. So I don't think that's too bad. So alright, that's the first run of steam. Let's come back as a fireman because, you know, I am actually a real life fireman. So we'll try. Through the magic of YouTube. We will see you in just a moment. But it'll take me a while to get ready. Righto. This time we're on the other side of the cab.
Pulled by Tie 2 locomotive from
An old mate's over there now.
Duvka to Swafkov.
Interesting.
The tutorial will guide you in operation of steam locomotive. You can skip it at any time using Z button. The tutorial
Still don't know what a Z button is.
how to move a train and give small tips about driving steam.
Jeez, fire's a bit shit.
You are in the driver's cabin. In the front part is the boiler. Around it are various instruments, and at the back is the tender's coal bunker of the tender. Take a look around before we continue with the tutorial.
Well, the water rises smartly in the glass.
Boiler so that it produces as much steam
Injector
as the driver
Strube.
needs to drive the train.
Injector Nathan.
During the drive, you have
So
to
there's,
add the
okay, so there's
throttle,
two injectors.
regulate the firepower and feed the boiler with water. As the steam
Put the blower on a little bit.
steam,
Where's the water
water
valve?
level in the boiler decreases.
Okay, there's the
Indicated by
Strube
If the
injector.
water level is too low, the steam engine will be damaged.
And
The steam locomotive has two
ash
independent
flaps.
injectors for refilling water. The left one with a lower capacity,
back
and the right
desilter.
one with a higher
Frontal desilter.
It is equipped
Oh,
with a
that sounds
lift
sexy.
steam injector, which
And
sucks
this
water from the tender.
is, dunno.
To be operated in 2 steps. Start the injector by moving the handle to the suction position.
Strube. I'm tipping not that one. Steam blower. Generator. That's for the thing out front. So which one does it want me to move? Oh, okay. The water suction. So it's priming it, I guess.
When the injector sucks in water, the sound it makes changes. Then move the handle all the way to the left.
Water
The
feeding.
injector by moving the handle all the way to the right.
But we didn't turn on the steam to make it work.
The steam locomotive is equipped with live steam,
Ah,
which feeds boiler
it's
with big
it's
amount of a
it's already
Open the valve feeding injector with water.
valve feeding injector with water. I'm guessing that's the Nathan. No, that turned it off. Which one does it want? What's it got highlighted? I don't see anything highlighted. There's not a valve up there. No, it's not that one. 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 Maybe it is that one. No. That one? That's not active. One of these? No. They look like oil anyway. Or maybe that's a steam turret of some kind. Yeah. I don't know what you want, train. What do you want? Is there another handle up there somewhere? No, there's some outside. Won't be any of those. What's that one? Nothing. Compressor? Alright. Headlights. Sanding? Alright. We've got ash flaps. I assume they're dampers. Ash flaps. Ash flaps front. Ash flaps back. Yep. Ash flaps, bad news. What's this one? It's the engine manual brake. Pick up the shovel. Alright. How do I do it? No. Alright. It's off. It's off. Oh, I don't know how to pick up the shovel. Really bad if it doesn't want me to. It wants me to open the valve feeding injector with water. Well, I've got no idea where that is, and it's not highlighted anything, so... And these are the steam valves for the injectors, which should be shut, I would have thought. But, you know, who knows? I reckon this valve's probably supposed to work, maybe. More ash flaps. Ooh. Getting the flaps in. I don't know what it wants. I really don't. So it's not going to be one of those. Is there a driver's injector maybe on that side? I don't see anything highlighted. Oh, hang on. Reverser. Injector 1. I don't think that's what it wants because it's not highlighted. Alright. Good. Good. Is it on the roof? Doesn't look like it. In there? No. Pick up shovel. Yes. Good plan. Can't. Right. Good. Yes, it's going well. Pretty well. So that valve's not highlighted. See, every time it wants you to do something, it highlights it, but none of these are highlighted at all. So I don't, for the life of me, want it once, and nothing looks like a valve feeding injector with water. Because this valve's not active. This one down here is not active. This is not active. This is an ash flap. Maybe it wants this. I don't know. No, it's not that one. It's not that one, that's for sure. So which one is it? Which one? It's not that one. Why don't we just try them all? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. Definitely not that one. Not that one. Now with the blower on, have we gone anywhere with the fire? Let's have a look. Oh yeah, fire's picking up now that the blower's on. Right. I still don't know how to run this injector though. Is it outside? I don't know. Is there an outside valve? I don't think so. None of these are highlighted. I assume they're lubricators. So I don't really know what it wants unless it wants the driver's injector. Which is a bit hard to do because Fat Bastard over there is in the way. Overflow injector 1. And we can't touch that anyway because he won't let us. That's the brake releaser. There's nothing highlighted over there either. So I'm kind of buggered if I know what it wants. Let's just annoy it. Move the regulator. Whee! Whee! Not allowed to. Whee! Not allowed to. Well, they do have the common fault with simulators, because the diagonality, that's not a word, of the lines should go opposite where there's water above the lines behind it, because that's how they work. But, you know, the people who did this don't know that, because they don't actually know steam engines. So I've got no idea what it actually wants, because nothing's highlighted. Nothing seems to work. And I'm getting it wants me to do the other injector. But, you know, we kind of can't. So neither of those has helped. So it's not going to be that valve. It's too small. So I'm guessing it should be this valve, but it's probably disabled because the tutorial's disabled it, because the tutorial's dumb. But, you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I suppose it could be this one, because why would that have two valves? I don't know. I just don't know what to do now. So, Simrail, total failure. Just like usual. Alright. Well, that's the steam engine anyway. I'd love to fire it for you. But, you know, I can't. So I can't give you an impression of firing. Maybe I'll just have to launch it live and see what we can figure out that way. We might do that outside the tutorial, because maybe the tutorial's locked the control or something stupid. Alright, we'll be back in a moment. We will try live.
From Katowice to Sędziszów. Begin with checking the radio connectivity with a dispatcher.
Well, I tried to drive it live as a fireman, and guess what? It put me straight in as a driver. But I don't want to be a driver. I want to be a fireman. So, I'm not sure at this point. Yes, I'm not even sure how to get upstairs in this game. Come on, take me up there. Up, up, up. No. Well, I don't know how to climb the stairs, so I'm disappointed. I could look in the controls, but it's disappointed me enough, so I couldn't be bothered. Because it wouldn't let me back in here as a fireman, because I wanted to try fireman in a normal service. Because in the tutorial, it seems to have locked one of the valves. You can't do it, so you can't get past that point in the tutorial. Well, at least that's my impression. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Maybe I'm being harsh. I mean, look, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good. Modelling's alright. Looks kind of grubby. Well, it should. Steam engines are grubby. So, you know, she's pretty. Kinda. In an ugly kind of way. I don't know what to try and do with this at all. I really don't. Because I wanted to do this as a fireman, and I wasn't given the option. So, Simrail, once again, you proved slightly disappointing. I'm going to have to go away and do some Googling and some YouTubing and try and figure out how to get in here as a fireman and try and figure out what else you're supposed to do with it. What happens with the valve, which valve is it, all those kinds of things, and we'll go from there. But for the moment, I've got to say, first start, tutorial's rubbish. It's been disappointing. I was hoping for a lot. I really was. But I can drive it at least. If I could get in. But that's only because I can't remember the controls. That's a problem between the chair and the keyboard. That's not a problem with the game. I could look them up, but I've gotten fed up. So, see ya. Bye.
We played a game.